Well, hello there, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI with me, Sir Cundoo. Now, we went through it a bit yesterday, and I've been obsessing over what's next ever since. Cid has shrugged off his mortal coil and, well, died, really. So, we're now 5 years later at a new hideaway. So let's see what's going on. I think we'll do a bit of a lore catch-up early on, see what new stuff we've got, but we'll explore the new hideaway first. I also need to see what gear I have. There's this coral sword we picked up. Oh, it is a bit better. So, coral, while razor sharp, is also painfully brittle, which is why its use in all but the most primitive of weapons is almost unheard of. This sword of unknown provenance, however, is possessed of a remarkable rigidity, while maintaining an edge that rivals that of Odin's blade. Well, it'd be foolish not to, wouldn't it? Still just got the Metian things. So we've got tons of stuff here. So, what have I got equipped? The Will of Fire, Rising Flames. So what do I like? So Rising Flames, yeah, definitely is good. Flames of Rebirth. So I have Gouge and Wicked Wheel. I think, oh, wrong buttons. Gouge. Wicked Wheel. So where's Gouge? And what do we get for that? Increase the damage of Gouge by 15%. Wicked Wheel, 10%. So, we have getting more gil. I don't spend any money, so we'll get rid of that. Badge of Metal increases defense by 10. I have died a couple of times, but it's mainly through my own nonsense rather than being weak. So let's do Gouge because it's 15%. So if we got, so we've got the Flames of Rebirth does reduces the cooldown time. Now that could be massive. Could be massive. I think we'll go for that one for now, eh? I agree, thank you. We've got abilities. I haven't even started looking at Ifrit's stuff yet. They don't really excite me. Ooh, not quite ready to upgrade that fully. What else? So we've mastered Rising Flames, so that's in the bag. Gouge is the one we've just equipped something for. Yeah, let's top it up. Yeah, let's master it. Lovely. So we've got 596, so any of these ones that I quite like. Don't tend to use that, forgot about that one. Don't care about that, obviously don't even care about that. Nothing there, no. Oh yeah, absolutely. So, excellent. Still got 200. 200 if we need it. What's this one then? Create a ball of lightning that upon being struck chains lightning to other lightning. See these powers, they just don't fit the type of playstyle I have, which is run at everything full pelt. Yeah, we'll save them for now, eh? So, we'll speak with Otto first, eh? I imagine. What we'll do is we'll get to the point, because they'll be like, well, off you go then, and then that's when we'll do all the extra bits.
So we can call it a morning.
Hi, Jill.
Otto will want to know what happened in Cosnus. I expect he'll be in the mess.
He's a mess? Good lord. Sid died. The real Sid died 5 years ago. Can't believe he's still a mess about it. Everything working? Gods, I hope so. I realise now to know that I'm definitely streaming on Twitch, okay? I get the notification on the app. Only time will tell, young one. Only time will tell. So what have we got? Oh, it's a big hideaway, this one, isn't it? Clive's Chambers, the Wall of Memories. So we'll do all this exploring in a bit, but it's big, isn't it? It is a big hideaway. So yeah, we'll go and speak to Otto. Otto, my old
Operations are
mucker.
suspended and...
Ah, there you are, Clive.
Hello.
Word
Sit.
of your
Sit.
adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt
No, it
Cundoo
doesn't.
will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw.
people.
Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should
And
be
I-
back any day now.
Understood.
He lost an eye
anyone
5
needs
years
me, I'll
ago,
be in the map
Otto.
room.
That's a bit insensitive, isn't it? Nectar! You
Still can't work
live!
that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Let the reason be love. Nectar! You're wondering what this new board is behind me, aren't you? All in good time, my fearless friend. All in good time. It's more to the side of your Nectar, but I'll let you off, you little cutie. Karen? No, Vivian. Westward?
I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Who are you?
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
Who
One
are
might
you?
say the same of you. Vivian Ninetails.
No, it's
I'll
Vivian
have you know
Ninetails.
that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So,
About the 5th.
to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Why is she such an
Is
arsehole?
that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive?
I'll kill them all.
But the real question is, how did we get here?
Took a boat. I took a boat, me and Jill. To Law Dump.
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A
so
nation
they
which
won,
could
took over, and they
legitimately
just owned them.
claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation,
Then they're utter
it is only a matter of
bastards.
time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
There's only one way to find out. Fight!
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Wouldn't give a shit, mate.
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion.
Want.
Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain.
Based on what?
Now, as
It's
to the
cool
matter
now.
of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even. Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was...
How did Tomes manage to get out? Do you know what I mean? Like, he's a slow old
I
man who
suppose
literally
it
said he
wouldn't hurt
can't
to visit
walk
our
anymore.
resident historian.
But he managed to get out of the hideaway 5 years ago, did he, when others just died? You know what, this game's starting to stray from believability more and more. What? Hello, loot man. Man of the loot. Open the door, you bitch. Holmes, you're living at large in here, aren't you? Hippocrates the second.
Horseman Hippocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine.
Often do
Welcome
not
home,
speak.
Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Did you know? Gods and Men, a heavy leather-bound tome containing the findings of one Anaximander of Canva, a renowned theologian who spent most of his life chronicling Valestia's diverse religious history.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts.
Told you I
Would
should
that
first
I
be
could do
called
the
Isabel.
same, but alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said,
What good are you
I
enchanted
have
books?
continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
What you're saying is we must conquer the capital again.
Don't apologize.
Come with me, Tomes. We will
I'll
fight
send
on
word
the
to our
beaches.
associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones.
Here's a bunch of
Mayhap
cookbooks, Tomes.
we look
Anything
in the
on
wrong places. There are still
demons or
libraries
anything?
to the north.
Ultima? No,
I'll see what I can do.
it's not a name I'm
You
meant
are
to
too
know, but
kind.
I just said it
There
because
are
of
not
the
many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Yes, but I need answers, Tomes, so I'm going to use you like
You're
the
not
little
too tired
bitch
to
you
go
are.
filching Kubo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
What's wrong
The twins seem
outside?
well.
Aye.
The twins?
Yet
The
they
Empire
laugh
can conquer
far
them.
too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others. And the
I
wounds
don't
that
know who
remain,
these twins are.
they are not quick to heal.
So Ty
Which
is
is
not
why
pulling
we
their
must
weight
give
then.
them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day.
You tell me what to do. I
Gav will
will
be back
hurt you.
soon. I should get some rest while I can.
I'll come back to your lawness in a bit. What's this? Mithril, a mineral most mighty. Introduction. Mithril is a material of both passing hardness and luster, and it is these two qualities for which it is valued by the weapon and armor smiths of the realm. However, there is a third quality of mithril that sets it apart from steel or shell, its durance. While even the finest steel may be melted by dragon's fire, become brittle in frigid climes, or turn to rust if not regularly and rightly oiled, mithril is, once made, eternally unchanging. In this volume I will explain how one might go about making, shaping and employing mithril in one's work. But first a message from our sponsors. This mithril book is brought to you by Moria. 62 years to bed. Who's this? I will kill you. Oh, hello.
Knock back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems.
Sorry, Taya.
It looks good, Clive.
Got a bit of
Goes
ahead
well
of
with the
myself.
scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like
That's it.
to be
And
myself.
now I just have this scar
And
in
it's all thanks
exactly
to
the
you, Taya.
same shape.
The scalpel did most of the work.
Everyone knows
Before
exactly
I
what it
forget,
is.
a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a stolus. All right. I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
Whoa! Locks on you,
Could Gav have
Taya.
thought worthy of a letter?
you been to the toll? I hear a new shipment's coming.
In we go now. Chill. Bit presumptuous, isn't it? Reading table. A table to read. The reading table. Reports, letters, and other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to the reading table in his chambers. New messages are always arriving, so make it a point to check the reading desk upon returning to the hideaway. Something tells me I can just see if there's a gold dot, and then I'll know whether or not I need to look for a missive. Thanks. The Republic's play. The Republican army marches on the Empire Twin side, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing, I reckon. I'll see you're done to wear upon my return. Gav. One-eyed Gav. Lovely.
What does Gav have to say?
He says,
The Republican
give me
army
back
is on
my
the
eye,
march,
you bastards.
leaving Randalar in Hugo Kuka's charge.
Randalar.
With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
He has no idea what you're talking about, Clive. Did. Glid.
But look how
Clive.
far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years.
Just
If I
let
could
him
only
there, that's
command
fine,
this
will ya?
power I've been granted,
It'll be
I might have achieved
cool.
so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
It's Jill.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid.
Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
Besides, they have
And
pills
every
for that
burden
sort
I
of thing
cannot
now.
bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss.
This is Tinder in a nutshell. This is
Now?
what this whole thing is, an allegory for Tinder.
Now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash.
And ash. And dust. Anybody?
But you're trying to
Um,
change that.
dust.
We are trying to change that.
Yeah, so why are you stopping me?
And to me, that's no burden.
What are you on about?
I know, but
Try not to forget.
You forgot.
We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance.
Third, actually.
It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
he did. He was there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, of course.
It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Oh, what's going on? I forgot
Do you
about
think
this
he
whole
will ever
Joshua
come
thing.
back?
Come on, Jill.
I know he will.
Don't lump that question on us.
And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals.
A world without mother
Sid.
crystals. And to City Boy, Sir Adolphus Bartholomew Rex. I have no idea what was decided there that we weren't already doing. Look at that. Joshua! See, he's wearing all the colours now.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But
Oh, fuck me!
this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows.
It's going to end with him doing something Phoenix-y to restore some of the
Are our efforts in vain?
joy to the world. It's got to be right. Surely. Maybe not. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely,
That's a
Otto.
top and
It's
tail.
Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the
Martha?
mess when you finish.
From Martha's Rest? The inn at Martha's Rest? Martha? Well, where is she? I don't know, sir. She's missing. Where? The gathering storm.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
What would make Rest leave Martha?
If something has happened to Martha, we need to speak with Otto.
I don't need to do shit. Wall of memories. The oath. Ah. Created the day Clive pledged his allegiance to Cid. This crystal shard transfixed with twin daggers is a powerful reminder of a promise made, a friendship forged, and a legacy inherited. What Gav lost his eye for? What a waste of an eye. Okay, so assume Otto will tell me what the hell. Aha! Lovely, a goblin coin. Get back in there. Get Otto to give me some deets, and then once world map is open, we'll higgity hide away. That's an orange stone, that is. I can't believe we've got an orange stone here. Funny would be if you tried to speak to... Get away from me, Brandon, you dirty bitch.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual.
Sounds like a
With
bloody
summer
good
in the
night.
middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield.
That's
to
too
power.
long to be like a little quote.
Sounds like the
Claiming to be
bastards have turned their
conspiring
attentions
to the
to the
Holy
pallbearers,
Throne,
weak
trying to
enough to
usurp
stay
the plans
put.
of the Emperor,
Naturally,
trying to
old Martha
overthrow
could see
everything
the way
we're
the wind was
forged,
blowing,
going
complaining
against
that
the
it was
holy
getting harder and
doctrines
harder
on
to
which our
take
entire
bearers in.
lives are based. Excuse
now
me,
she's
love, I'm
missing
trying
one.
to get through here.
She's fallen
Watch
into
out,
the hands
this
of
is
the Empire.
Imperial Garrison,
We could
is
be
what I'm
next.
saying.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto.
I know how
I'll
to
make
keep
sure
it all
everyone gets home
safe,
safe.
and I know how not to. Notices. Nectar. Oh, there's someone there to speak to in a bit. Right, well, let's start with you, seeing as you're here. Hello, Vivian.
Here for another of my lectures?
I'm going to ask about Vivian.
One would think.
My role was abundantly clear by now. I offer you and yours the guiding light of knowledge, that of matters military and political, both past and present, that it might illuminate your way ahead. For it is only by understanding what has come before that one might steer one's way toward a brighter future. Your role, meanwhile, is to ensure that I remain furnished with as much information on the state of the realm as your people can muster, in order that I might continue to appraise the dispositions of the great nations and those who rule them. And of course, to pay attention during my lectures. It would not do to appoint the storied Ninetales as your tutor, only to disregard her expert advice. I'm going to ask about coming to the hideaway.
I admit.
When I took up my professor's bonnet and began teaching at the University of Canva, I did not think for a moment that I would one day count Sid the Outlaw among my pupils. But nor did I imagine that my fellow educators would have designs on my life, and we both know how that ended. Has it been a year already? Such is the peril of an overly inquisitive mind, I suppose. One is wont to uncover that which others won't go to great lengths to ensure remained hidden. Were it not for you and our mutual friend having come to the rescue, my curiosity would likely have proved fatal. But instead, I was not only saved, but granted a new lease of life as personal tutor to a band of outlaws, no
A
less,
far more reputable fellowship.
than anything in the academic world, I assure you. Going to ask about the Crystalline Dominion.
My beloved homeland.
The crossroads of Alasthea, where one only has to stroll the streets to hear news from every far-flung corner of the realm. Its mother crystal yields more shards than any other, and its lands even now remain untouched by the Blight. 'Tis a blessed country indeed.
Or at least, it was.
Until Sambrek elected to invade and establish a new holy capital upon Twinside's heretofore unneutral shores. It pains me to see the land I love so changed, and even more to know that I did not predict it. I knew that Emperor Sylvester had designs on the Dominion, but to abandon Oriflamme, the seat of the Holy Empire since its inception, seemed too audacious a move even for him. View the state of the realm.
How may I help you today?
I would like to view the state of the realm. The state of the realm! By speaking with Vivian in the Hideaway's map room, Clive can view the state of the realm and learn more about the current goings-on in Valisthea, revisit any of the Ninetales' past lessons, or take a deeper look at the relationships of those individuals in Clive's orbit. The Grand Cast.
Yes, perhaps a little revision might not go amiss.
I've already done that. What's the Grand
Of
Cast?
course.
The Grand Cast. Here you can view a detailed visualization of character relationships in Final Fantasy XVI that updates as you progress through the main scenario. Use L1, R1 to cycle through pivotal milestones in Clive's adventure. Ooh, so you can do all this sorts of... Oh! Well, I didn't know we could do that. We'll have a look at all that. Do we still... Or is this the way we do it now? Probably not. Oh! Ambrosia. What? Ring of a load. I see, I do, I see. Oh. Oh, this is nifty, isn't it? Oh, this is really cool. Fighting, friends and fighting. Oh, wow. Main protagonists married. Wow. And now Sid's dead. Sid the Second. God, there's lots going on, isn't there? I mean, very, very cool thing, that.
Here you are.
Situation map. Here you can view a detailed overview of the current and past events relevant to Clive's story that updates as you progress through the main scenario. Use L1R1 to cycle the pivotal milestones in Clive's adventure. There you just see all the different things he did as well. Very good. Well, we've lived them, so we don't need to do that.
Very good.
Very good. I appreciate the effort, Square Enix. That is a hell of a thing. Yeah, we'll do a bit of lore before we head out, but let's go to the shoppy shop stuff first. Here are you?
Clive.
I'm
everything
Clive.
all right?
Hortense, keeper of the stores. On my way.
Have
Something
we
new
any
at the
more
orchestrion. Sorrow's faded form. Our terms. The marinate yard chocobo. Prepare him by draining blood and removing both head and feet. Offal, particularly the heart and liver, should be set aside for later use. Stir into a deep bowl watered wine, preferably of the red variety, honey, salt, pepper, nutmeg, and any other seasonal savoury herbs if you so desire. Add to the bowl the dressed bird and lay it in a dark room for a single turn of the sun. Break the breastbone and ready your force meat thusly. Chop together the heart and liver of the chocobo and mix it with the crumb of a stale balm and pepio or cupo, nuts soaked in boiled cream, beaten mace, and as much thyme as will lie on a gilpenny and fill the bird, but not overly so. Lard the breast with boar bacon and spit the bird, tying it at both ends that the force meat not spill into the coals. Roast until skin is golden brown, texture like sun. Taking care to baste regularly with drippings. Kenneth. Where's that ambrosia got to? Just get rid of the dust on the RH stone. Sure, eat that stone, yeah. Exit the RH stone, RH. Karen! Oh no, blacksmith. Karen!
Does that one have blood on it?
And what can I do for you?
I'm going to ask about the hideaway.
Well, you won't hear me complaining.
It's even roomier than the old one was. Got my own stores, my own little counter. And thanks to you lot fighting the good fight, plenty of demand for me wares.
The only drawback...
It's the constant bloody racket. If it's not Doris and Otto barking their orders, it's Blackthorn and Bardolph banging away day and night.
Still...
If a pain in the ear holds the price I have to pay to be Sid the Outlaw's partner in crime, I'd say I've got myself a bargain. Ask about the past 5 years. Has it really been 5 years since we left the old place? How time flies.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
We were all waiting to treat Sid to a hero's welcome when Kupka's lot turned up. Not that we knew it was them. They just poured in like a plague of rats, cutting down anyone and anything that stood in their way. Blood and bodies everywhere, and not a drop to drink. There was, and a voice crying out for Sid to save us in the midst of it all. Oh, blood and bodies everywhere there was, and a voice cried out for Sid to save us in the midst of it all. Never forget those cries, try as I might.
You're our leader now, Clive.
Promise me that you won't let anything like that happen again. Promise me that come what may, Sid will save us.
He's
dead,
weighing
Karen.
you down.
Coin purse weighing me down, down. Channelers' whispers. Maintaining an ethereal charge can prove as deadly to a bearer as unleashing the magic itself. These earrings are believed to assist in the channeling of ether by reducing the amount drawn from the body and augmenting it with ambient ether from the environment. Don't understand. But I've only just attached stuff. I don't use all this enough. No, I'm fine. Elixir. Instantly restores all hip.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Well, I am sorry, Cameron, but some of us have just got money to make.
I can find a buyer.
Not going to use that.
I'll be thankful you got that much.
Ah, Karen, love. Right, hold on. Hello, Blackthorn. Ask about the hideaway.
Things here ain't too bad.
I suppose. Got a decent hammer, a decent anvil, and an apprentice that knows his hammer from his cock. Oh, and the furnace is alright and all thanks to old Sid's bellows. God only knows how I'd keep the coals hot enough out here on the mere without them. Not bloody crystals, that's for sure.
Nah.
I reckon you won't find a forge like this one anywhere else in the Twins, and I count myself lucky to work it. Thanks for keeping me on. If you need anything, you give us a shout.
You've forgotten already? Because I haven't.
It was a right pain in the arse getting this place into shape, especially with the mess we were in. Not that there was anything new for those of us who put the old hideaway together.
Still.
But I don't mean I intend on doing it again.
Not saying fortune, do
you? Didn't even get to use the coral sword in the end, eh? We barely knew ye. So flame tongue, lightning shard, meteorite, bing, bang,
Last you a good while.
Gizzy. Nice one. Nothing here to worry about.
That it?
It is. Hello, Prentice.
If you told me you could fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I'd have taken you for a madman. But no, here it is. The secret's in the bellows, you know. They're Master Sid's own design. The other Master Sid.
Yeah, I picked up on that. Look at that blade! Look at that! Ooh. Ooh. Brilliant. Right. Should we do a bit of lore? Just a little bit. Just a little snifter of lore. We'll go pick up that side quest and we'll head off into the mucky muck. Hello, Tones.
How good it is to see you, Clive.
Let's ask about the hideaway.
Look around you.
Well, it's a far cry from the Imperial Library in Oriflamme. In 5 short years, we have amassed more volumes than most men or women might hope to see in their lifetime. No longer are the tales they contain hidden away from all but the privileged. We have liberated them, that they may fill the minds of all who hunger for knowledge.
Still,
there is much more out there, and as long as I draw breath, I shall continue to gather what I can.
Why?
One day, the chronicle of your own adventures might even grace these shelves, or failing that, the floor. Ask about the past 5 years.
It has been difficult, certainly.
When Titan visited his wrath upon us that dreadful night, we lost much. He robbed us not only of our home and our loved ones, but of that which Sid fought fiercest to preserve, our hope. Hope that we might never have found again, had you not taken his name and become our light in the darkness.
Had you not let us hear?
The Benumir and the Invincible, where among the ghosts of the fallen, our journey can continue. Is this set in Final Fantasy IX's world? It is shape. I thought it looks like the Invincible. It might be daft as the Invincible in another one, I don't know, but it was just a common occurrence because, like, airships constantly falling. Here in the belly of a Leviathan, untouched by the passing of 1,000 years, does our hope burn brighter than ever, and here may it burn for 1,000 more. Ask about Tet and Crow.
I still remember.
The day I first met Tet and Crow, chasing their father about the hideaway one moment, clinging to their mother's kirtle the next. The twins' love for their parents was something to behold, so fierce and pure. When they passed, I feared the void they left in the children's lives could never be filled. Neither spoke nor smiled for years, hiding themselves away here in the shelves to bury their sorrows in the leaves of these tomes.
And thank goodness they did.
I believe the stories proved a welcome distraction, as over time their pain faded, and now they laugh and frolic as they once did, if not with more vigour. They remind us that no matter how deep our wounds, we all have the capacity to heal. And that happiness lost may be found again.
I have a few new notes that might interest you. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
We accidentally clicked on some Jill stuff before, but shall we have a little lore break? Lovely. Yes, we're up to this one then. 5 years on, an Imperial bearer turned ally of Sid the Outlaw. In truth, however, he is something much more. Not only the firstborn of the Archduke of Rosaria, but also the dominant of Ifrit, with the ability to absorb the powers of other icons. In the 5 years since the fall of Drake's head and the death of his mentor, he and Jill have contrived to continue Sid's legacy, the light of Ramu forever in his heart. After Sid fell and his hideaway was reduced to rubble at the hands of Hugo Kupka, Clive took on both his predecessor's name and role, becoming the second Sid the Outlaw and leader of the re-established resistance. Together with the other survivors and their new recruits, he continues Sid's mission to emancipate bearers and rid the realm of Mother Crystals. Okay. Up to here. A mysterious hooded man who many believe to be a dominant of fire. Oh no, we've seen that. So, dominant of the Phoenix and former heir to the ducal throne, Joshua, was thought to have died at the hands of the second icon of fire during the disaster at Phoenix Gate. However, he is very much alive, travelling the realm even now, his true identity hidden by a heavy cowl and an assumed name, that of Lord Margrace. He somehow survived, appearing before his brother once more some 13 years later in the inner sanctum of Drake's Head, and saving Clive from Ultima's advances by calling upon the power of the Phoenix to seal the being within himself. Jill. After Clive and Sid spirited her away from the battlefield, where she was being forced to fight the Ironblood, Jill was placed in the care of the Hideaway's talented Fudica Taya, who nursed her back to health. 5 years have now passed since the fall of Drake's Head, and she and Clive continue Sid's mission to emancipate bearers and rid the realm of Mother Crystals. Together they continue Sid's mission. Fantastic. Torgal! Me old mucker. Clive's faithful friend, he is fiercely protective of him and his allies, loath as he is to lose his best friend again, and never strays far from Clive's side, putting the hunting skills Sid taught him to use in fending off foes and picking up trails. He is such a good boy. Sir Dolphus. Leader of the Hideaway and the dominant of Ramu, Warden of Thunder, his plan to create a world where bearers and dominants could die on their own terms meant destroying the Mother Crystals, an act of blasphemy that would see him forever denounced as an outlaw. It was during their mission to fell Drake's Head in 873 that Sir Dolphus Telamon lost his life to a beast from the beyond, passing the title of Sid the Outlaw on to his protege, Clive. Hugo Kupka. Kupka's awakening is dominant, blah blah blah. His greatest treasure, however, as always. We read that one, apologies. Hugo Kupka, permanent economic advisor to the Dalmekian Parliament and dominant of Titan. He has little love for his country, taking advantage of his position to benefit himself and himself alone. After learning that Sid the Outlaw, the man who slew the love of his life, Benedict Harmon, still lives, he tasks his personal guard with capturing and torturing bearers in order to draw out his nemesis and take his revenge. Otto. Chief Steward of Clive's Hideaway, Otto continues to serve the same role as he did unto Sid, being the primary person in charge of all monies and information coming into and going out of the Hideaway. Gav, Sid's faithful scout, now one of Clive's closest and most trusted allies. He continues to put his legendary nose to work in service of the Hideaway, the information he brings back from his expeditions proving invaluable for the Curse Breakers in their efforts to save bearers from servitude. Though he lost an eye during Hugo Kupka's attack on the old Hideaway, his scouting senses remain undimmed. That's right, yes. Taya, resident Fisker of Clive's Hideaway and trusted allied to the cause. Branded as a bearer from birth and forced to serve as a battlefield healer, Taya put her surgical training to use in removing her own brand, a procedure she has since perfected and offers to any other escaped slave. I've lost my Wi-Fi connection. The recording will still be going, but I'm no longer connected to Twitch. I'll have to edit this out. think we're back up. Just going to quickly bring up Twitch. The fact I can bring up Twitch is a good sign. Oh, very strange. Why can't I see my video? Ah, it's now 2 streams. How very unfortunate. And I was right in the middle of some lore dumping as well, so a decent time for it to happen, I suppose. So never mind. But welcome back, everybody. We succeeded. Give me 2 seconds to get things back as they were. And we're back. Karen, one of Sid's most trusted allies. After Sid's hideaway was laid waste by Hugo Kupka and his minions, she and their hard-working yet long-suffering apprentice Goats follow Clive to the new hideaway in Benimir, where they serve him in the same capacity they served his predecessor, sourcing whatever supplies her fellow residents are in need of. Goats. Apprentice to Karen, an ally of the hideaway. After Sid's hideaway was reduced to rubble at the hands of Hugo Kupka, he followed his nan in joining Clive at their new home on the lake. He has a keen interest in smithing and spends what little time spare he is granted heating and hammering metal, just as Blackthorn showed him. Blackthorn, resident blacksmith of Clive's hideaway, where he keeps the new Sid the Outlaw and his allies well outfitted with arms and armour. Though he is usually a sullen and secretive sort, his knowledge he is happy to share with Goats, who has long been eager to learn the art of smithing. Very good. I mean, we'll come back to these in a bit. Oh, but let's have a look at Ultima. What do we know? An otherworldly being that Clive encountered in the inner sanctum of Drake's Head. He addressed Clive as Mythos before attempting to merge their consciousness. However, Clive was able to summon the will to resist the creature before Joshua returned from the dead to imprison it in a cage of flame that he sealed away in his own heart. As you do. Oh, there is so much lore. Moving on then, I think we will focus on the lore where we think we need it. But for now, we will call our time loring to there. Thank you for joining.
Did you learn everything you needed?
Right. I learned enough. Right, let's go get this city questy. As I say, it all worked out in the end because I lost connection to them, their interwebs. Which is darn tootin' rude if you ask me.
Finish with that long back, Sid.
I'm literally leaving. Ominous.
Damn blighted bilge. Is everything all right?
Sounds it to me, Clive.
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the
The lake is
atrium,
dead.
that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rot for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't.
Lead with that then. Come on, Obus. Just ask, will you?
Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Some pitch.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
We'd be dead.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the
Really?
thousand
In the
things
Deadlands?
sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere.
I mean, I
Which
would.
is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative.
And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds
sounds
easier
like
than
a
filling
damn
a
sexy
faraway
evening.
forest. That's for certain.
I will prioritize your quest giver. Where are we off to then? Oh, we got, yay! See, so it's all these places are still existing. Cool. Well, let's start here first, because that's where I reckon the side quest is. I was Curltail Falls where I went before. Yesterday, and fought the thingy. Yeah. Hello! I didn't actually think he'd jump off, but screw it, glad he did.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth.
How does that work out for you? It's just good to just, like, air some of your weaknesses. Oh, yes. You thorny little thistle. Take that and that and that, I say. Thank you. Oh, yes. I got him, Jim. He's done for. Nice little epic group shot at the end. Pitcher wax. A sticky substance found in the pitcher of a coniferous plant which thrives in the Rosarian lowlands.
I can't imagine Herbalist needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Actually, yeah, shall we? It's done then, isn't it? We've done it. The hideaway, Central Storm Deadlands. Amongst the unfading remnants of ambitions long forgotten, do Clive and his companions forge a path to a better tomorrow. We read that yesterday. Sorry everyone. We read that yesterday. Sorry. That's on me. Why did it bring me to here? That's just taking the mickey, isn't it? Let's be honest. Why didn't it just spawn me right next to us? Probably because I'd then get annoyed. I'd have to go up the lift every time. So.
Welcome back, Sid.
Pleasure to be here. I'm off again. Gonna make you do another trip.
Well, did you find me some wax?
You bet
Find
your
is one way of putting it.
I did.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo. So your boat has a name. I didn't know.
Same as the old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Se le mule lucrine sata po mattina po che a ti de mastoles mono cathazelecles che a ti de mastoles mono cathazelecles. I learned when I was 15 and has never left my brain. Chris is attacked by 12, but I just took off the one that... Obelisk. You old munchkin. Martha's Rest. Martha's Rest. If Martha's not there, is it just... rest?
What happened here?
Come on.
We know. A big
need to find the others.
fight.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Stay somewhere.
Let's get you to
fucking Imperials.
Sid?
What said you'd be coming? I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You were not as right.
Could say that,
He holds it over me.
They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No
Well, this is Storm's End, isn't it?
Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but...
Never mind.
All our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march. Any idea where? Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey, sheltering Martha's bearers.
Oh,
the bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here. We will.
What? I was in the middle of it.
But, before you go, one of the locals heard something.
I have a hug.
He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
I don't really need this extra information. It's just like, shit's going down. It's always going down. Oh, prioritize this quest giver.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
I couldn't read it.
Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Explains why we're at the top of the lift then. It was you! Damn it! They're getting away with it, Jill! They're getting away with it!
If those Orsons touch an hair on Martha's head, I'll kill them all myself.
Whatever. Come on, Jill. There isn't a moment to lose.
Look.
Oh, Paris.
Up ahead.
Martha? That was easy.
Martha, are you hurt?
Look at that.
Don't worry about me. It's them at the
I
Abbey
hope it's
who
not.
need you.
Chris's
You have to do
blood.
something. Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
Don't call them that anymore,
The
Martha.
Black Shields.
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get
Sick
away.
rose.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you
This
think
is
you
a
can make
zombie
it back to
mission,
the
Martha.
inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
But my mission was 12, Martha.
Is this some sort of twisted joke?
Oh, he was a
There's only ever
shield.
been
Yes,
one
yeah.
order of shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far.
Yeah, well, not anymore.
Even for the Empire.
No, it doesn't. They literally went in for it and moved around in the middle. That's one thing the Swiss holding Nazi road, but if Hitler had invaded to invade their coffers or whatever, that would have been a different situation altogether. Yeah, that's right. I see you, Switzerland. Like, why do they run so far ahead of me? It's like, you just get confused. Jill's gone.
Are we too late?
Probably.
There might still be someone inside.
There won't be anyone you're looking forward to meeting. I mean, they were all dying anyway, so
No.
it's a blessing.
Damn it.
A quick death, better than the
I
prolonged.
thought you lot were all spent.
Well, I suppose it depends on the religious
Murderers.
outlook, I suppose.
They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a
They're shitting
serious
themselves now.
offence.
They're
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law.
I mean, you sound pretty
To dwell in
cool.
darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
Needs to be snappier, mate.
How dare you speak those words?
Yes.
Have you no honor?
Clive.
Oh.
This won't take long.
That's what you want to fly. We can do it. And so it was. And so it is. Oh, Clive. Clive! There you go.
All yours, Torgal.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
That just looked mad. Is that all of them? I think so. What is this? What are you? No explanation. Just get on with this, Mrs.
I didn't see
Fine.
the abbot. He may still be alive.
Let's go to the other house that we went in before, and I thought, it's a bit weird you can go in this house. Now we know. Oh. It's looking promising, Jill.
The abbot.
How is he?
The bearers died protecting him, calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive.
It was all for nothing.
He's breathing.
Oh.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Stab him.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true.
You get it? Because they're not all dead, every last one, are they, Clive?
The Black Shields will return. The colonies
He's working for them! Kill him!
will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her.
You're going to die.
To beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I am Sid.
I shall.
And I'll do no such fucking thing some dirty bearer tells me to do.
Where are you? In here. We found a survivor.
He's dead.
Clive. He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest, but the bearers, they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms.
Is that them?
Fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Reddick's Jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
I will prioritize your request. Just give up. I need to find out what these little star points are. What is going... Mortal remains. You see nothing to explain. What's going on? Done a lot, haven't we? Look at all that. Bloody marvellous. Is it for you, boy? He has leveled up a bit. His pedigree. Get the fangs of ruin. How do I keep making you strong, boy? What are these stars then? Stars. What are they? I'm scared and alone and confused. I guess we'll never know. Come on, Jill. Other way, Jill. Been deceived. All of us deceived. Bye. Love it, taunts me. Kill! Hoi, hoi, hoi!
All yours, Torgal!
Oh, that was fun. Yeah, good boy. Shiny! What you say? What you say? Yeah, I thought so. Been deceived again? Jill! How do we get... Oh, for goodness sake, Shaky Jake. The fuck is that? Oh. Notorious marks. Every now and then, Clive may encounter creatures larger, faster, and more ferocious than most. While flight is always an option, defeating these notorious marks can earn him not only renown, but also rare materials that may be used to craft new gear or upgrade existing items. Shiny!
Spotted us, Torgal? What do I say?
Hi, bitch.
Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
What is going on? Any idea? Anyone? Woo!
All yours, Torgal!
Okay, come on in. Let's go. Let's get into it. Come on, you weird flying animal. Mike Wazowski, lay off the next bitch. Yes. sap his morale as well, like consequence on the eyeball, because that's got to be something he's sensitive about.
Nice try.
And mental health is all he wants to focus on. Ah! You bit me! You bitch!
To me, boy!
Woo.
Too slow. Nice try.
Oh, you love it, don't you? No? Oh, I must have been thinking of me. Kawaga! Kawaga this!
Too slow. Nice try.
Woo! Oh, what? Hello, floating eyeball. Oh dear. Where is it? There it is!
Nice try.
Unsettling. I don't give a shit. Well, I give a shit about this though.
To me, boy! Too slow.
Yes! Come on, you big floating guy. He tried to nibble me tits again. You're right, you nibbling me tits. He lied. What? Fire! Fucking do! Parry, you little bitch.
Help me, boy. Nice try.
I'm on to you. Why, I'm on. Now we've got to this stage of... Oh, Clive. And take a bit of this and a little bit of that to shake your butt.
Farewell.
Ta-da! Notorious Mark. That's his name.
You didn't see that coming.
Go ahead, Clive. Look how glistening that tongue is. Ladies. I'm just trying to wash away the dead. Fair to say, I got a
That must be the bridge.
Over here. Scatter remains, my favourite button prompt.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
Could have used your help a bit earlier.
What of the Imperials?
What of them?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back.
Add them to
Cole
the
is worried about
crows.
Martha.
All right.
Where are we going? We're going back there. Oh, wrong button. I pressed the wrong button, everyone. And we're back.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
I was just about to say the same. Martha! How the fuck are
No
you
one survived then.
fucking doing? No.
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
Before we
getting far too
passed,
jovial for the scene there, man.
One of them bade me tell
Go
you
again,
not to
go
blame
again.
yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
It should have been me.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am.
You bloody
The
fool.
rumors started moons ago.
Moons ago?
Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers.
Dead of night?
I assumed it
Were
was
the
all
moons
just
or no? I'm
nonsense
very confused.
concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times, you would have been right. What these black shields are doing is unthinkable.
Is it?
Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother
Again,
obviously
it's
has a
all
hand in
feeling
this.
really
I
on
make
brand.
sense of her actions.
And picking
She's
what
just a
goes on in
hateful
that
shit.
woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now,
Psychoanalyst.
I need swords and
Just
men
came
to
up with it.
wield
Right
them,
down. We should
preferably big
invent
ones.
them.
If those
I'm Sid the
Imperials
Outlaw.
think they can come in here again
And I
and
approve
threaten
this
my
message.
people, they're in for a rude awakening.
You're meant to own a bloody
before I
inn.
forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
Would you turn up? You bloody scared, no chance. And so she fucking well should. Don't judge. Level up, level up, level up.
Those poor souls died to give me a chance to save others. I won't let their sacrifice be in vain.
And they were gonna die anyway, like everyone's just getting a bit too sad about this. Do you? Your plus sign, that's weird. That's new. Spit off your microphone. That's fucking exciting. You there? Plus? What are you plussing? To maybe
Oi,
kill you.
You there! Well, don't just pass me by. You handy with that sword of yours? Of
I
course
don't
you
fucking
are.
believe it.
Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? Because a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones?
The big ones?
And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see.
Whiteheart?
They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
One-eyed whitehorse?
Chocobos. Fighting bandits.
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking
That's
to
exactly,
settle the
sounds exactly
score.
like the type of story straight down the
Go
pub,
on
doesn't it?
then.
It's true,
Yeah,
only
don't just
yesterday,
stand
in
there.
fact.
Go and help them.
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is.
Me just in the nick of
You
time,
save
aren't
Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry.
And I'm going to take her away.
You'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
I will prioritize your quest, giver. Look at him, majestic bitch. I'm going to get ambrosia, I think. Is that why it's a plus sign? It's telling me that it's a bit different. Going to add something to my
White Heart
life.
That's quite a name for a chocobo.
Here's on Clive, just never puts it together. White feather.
A
What
white
could it mean?
feather.
Yes.
I thought ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way.
Come on, Clive, keep up. White chocobo opinion. For white chocobo opinion. Quite lovely in my opinion.
These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
Should
they're in trouble.
Oh. Ah, chopper you good.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Around here they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
It's
They're trying to still hide the
or
the
better
story.
still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you expect to live? Hello.
It's over.
Having a hound, is it? Oh! I didn't see you there, my friend. How the fuck you fuck? Get on down, boy. I chop you in the thumbs up. And I make the jump. Look, it's just a tiny bit slower than expected. Just all Oh, what a parry mode! Oh! Come on down! Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, it hurts. Yeah. You still going for it? Do you yield? Too late, didn't answer. It's so much fun.
You're safe now. White Hart, I presume.
What?
Do you know her, boy?
Fuck's sake.
That scar. It couldn't be.
Happy times.
Ambrosia.
What?
It is you. You survived.
18 years.
And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then.
Just viscera
I
line
knew you
everywhere.
would.
Yeah, it's all good.
And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
This is my fucking chocobo. You might be a hero in these parts, but I'm taking her the fuck home. Why would you explain to random bloke?
I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself.
Ready to
Reckon
kill
our
and shit.
feathered friend must have learned a thing
What
or
are
two
you?
from her master. Kind-hearted warrior
A
that
few
you
women look at me
are.
like that in my time. Ah!
Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
People
What is it,
are
girl?
just bit demanding.
She wants her master back, I reckon.
Good job you're there. Like, Clive is dim as fuck with, isn't he?
Told
Those two,
you.
like, please, she is a
Seems
fucking
her
bitch.
pals agree.
is that it? You want to come with me?
Ambrosia,
Well,
you babe.
bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
To the threat! Yeah! It's beautiful. Made her a fucking eye patch. Made her a fucking eye patch.
Doesn't she cut an handsome
It's
figure?
just taking the other two
She
as
does
well.
indeed. How much do I owe you?
A few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry.
The
We'll get
jovial
along just
fellow.
fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself
Name's
some
Ambrosia.
time off. You have fun traveling with your
You're
master
threatening me.
now.
Ah!
You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you?
Oh my god, is it him?
No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
And you've got
Must
a
have been my
bear-shaped
double.
scar on your cheek.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow,
Yes,
be on my
I
way.
was never a bear.
good luck to the both of you.
Take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Did I rather put all this shit on then? Shuffle, shuffle. The White-Winged Wonder. Ambrosia's Tack. A bespoke saddle and blinders worn by Clive's childhood chocobo, Ambrosia. Quack! Ambrosia. That's fucking fantastic. Chocobo unlocked. After 18 long years, Clive has finally been reunited with his faithful steed. Hold R3 while in the field to summon Ambrosia, and X to mount the chocobo.
Let's go.
So I'd say unlucky Jill. Ah well, come on, Togs. Where's it?
Fly, Ambrosia.
Go. Holy fuck! Look at him go! Look at it go! Look at it go! Look at us go! Oh, he's leaving footprints. Yeah, I'm gonna run back to the start just for fun. Plop, 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 plop. Look at him go. Well, outrun the bastards, don't you worry, Jill. Hey, look at Torgo's fucking legs on them now. He's like, finally we're going to speed I can deal with. Blop, 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 blop. Where are you going? Jill, don't show me up. Jill, you... No, Jill. Sorry about it. Just gets excited, do you know what I mean? Like... We go way back. My dad's ward, do you know what I mean? It's just one of those things. To the head of we. To the wall. Till the sweat drips down my Ambrosia.
Oh, where's Gav?
Probably be there, I reckon. Get out of the way. Hi, Gav.
Ah, Clive!
Is it with one-eyed people in his life? I love the fact they make a massive joke over the way his camera is. His characters.
No kind words for your old pal Gav.
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's Head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Yes.
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor.
Beautifully put, Clive.
They'll never see us coming.
No one expected
it's
it.
It's time we moved on the mother crystals. Four mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's breath near Idaho. Drake's fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's spine in Waloed. And Drake's tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
He's going to go into
Drake's
Crystal
breath.
Admin.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Yeah.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with
even?
holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune.
Has he only just found out who
With a
Clive
handsome
is?
fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then.
Whereabouts?
What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
What are you waiting for? Otto's counter is now open. Delighted. New facilities. The following hideaway facilities are now available. Alliance Report, the Patrons Whisper, the Hunt Board. All three are located near Otto in the mess. New stuff.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
I just see. Where are you? Let's go and see to this first, then, shall we? Right, goats.
Those men didn't hurt Martha, did they?
You go first.
Big old place, this. And hello. Bloody hell, the botanists are getting by a bit better these days, aren't they? It's all going on. What's going on? All of it.
It's not me. It won't be long now, Martel. They'll try your apple. Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Speak to me.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she...
What?
Well, after she died, and now the fruit's
Who's
finally
dead?
ready to eat.
Who's dead?
And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Also, well.
It'd be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
So a smile, Clive.
She always had a soft spot for that.
Show us
lot, see?
them nashes,
And once
boy.
they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go.
No, I bet you will.
Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory.
Whose memory?
You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
I'm assuming Martel's the one I rescued from near the start when... I'll prioritise your quest, Greta. Oh, I forgot to prioritise this. Feels wrong. It auto prioritises, that's good. I see. God. Slipped out of character for just a moment. So where am I delivering it to? people here. Fabulous. Absolutely no reason why. Oh, hello. I needed to be the one to do
Did you come through the
this.
forge today?
I'm going the wrong fucking way. Put some fucking signposts up. Wandering about, doing shit all. Ew. Pressing the attack button on the D-pad and toggle's not doing a thing.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
Oh, where there's moonlight and music and love and romance. Let's face the mother crystals and dance. Fabian. Oh, Fabian.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martel.
He's dead. A basket of Martel apples grown and picked by Cormac for sample by Hardaway residents. Nice.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Yeah, that bitch.
Of course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Know the feeling.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait.
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
They went on a little journey there, didn't they?
Others weren't so lucky, though.
Hello, Corrington.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Okay. I'd like a gift in my backyard. How many apples are you giving to one boy?
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, made Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
Okay, but we don't talk about him now. I'm Sid now.
Planning on
Fuck
keeping
off.
that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands.
Oh, in the
Reckon she'd
Deadlands,
be
no
happy
one ever
knowing
fucked
all
the
her hard
mentions.
work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket
Sid,
with me.
Clive, what?
I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and
He's going to eat all the
give
fucking
our
apples,
compliments
isn't
to
he?
the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
That's where he gets confused. Everyone passes on. Their regards. Yeah! Wait. It wasn't one of those moments.
I think it's alright to touch him.
Right. And where are you going in a hurry? Oh, it's just that bulging sack. And he's carrying a big bulging sack. Need to stare at some tits in a minute, even in all that. There they are. And you're looking through them. Hello, Cormac Botanist.
Cursebreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years.
They remember her
I
more
suppose
than
she
they
was very
remember you.
kind.
In fact,
even
no
to
one
a
even knew
tongue-tied
you were
lummox
here.
like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die?
But she's a pussy.
She put everything into her work.
How did she
She
die?
wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do.
And yet
When
she's
she
been
died,
resting
I
all
named a
these years.
sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
So inspirational as ever, Clive.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
I do.
Of course
run
not.
the fucking
I'll see
place.
that you're both well provided for.
It's one fucking tree. How many apples is it grown?
They like your fruit, Martel.
Oh, shit.
Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
What are you doing to that tree when no one's looking? Come back. You look me in the eye and tell me that that tree is as virgin as it looks. Martell and apples. Baskets of slightly stunted, somewhat sweet apples growing from the blighted earth thanks to the dedication and perseverance of one woman. Martell, may she rest in peace. Still, we'll grow something worth eating one of these days. And when we do, you'll have first pick. Well, I didn't get first pick, did I, Martell? I had to give them to the fucking curse breakers. I have to kill that man when I get the chance. I have a missive. There's a missive for Clive. Don't be so dismissive. There is a missive. No, I can't oogle you. Stay strong, Clive. Stay strong. Don't look, Clive. Don't look. Don't look. Oh, he's not there. Thank God. Oh, hello. Oh, fuck. Chicken! Hello, Jackie.
Chocobo, chocobo, why can't you fly? What good are your wings if you can't reach the sky? Flap harder, says bluebird, flap harder, says crow. Flap harder or into the oven you go!
Fucking sick ending. Give you that. Lost a bit in the middle, but you brought me right the fuck back. Read. Off limits. That means you! Wall of memories. Ambrosia's Tack. A saddle and blind is crafted specifically for Kai's childhood, Chocobo Ambrosia. Even after being separated from a master, the noble steed served the people of Rosaria in his stead, protecting the defenseless from the merciless, just as a good shield should. Oh, read the apples. We might have even read the thing, but who knows? A missive. A bird by any other name. Forgive my insistence on writing you these silly letters. Would that we had more time to speak to each other in person when we walk around on missions all the fucking time. But for every day we spend together, it feels as though we must suffer another two apart. I am gladdened to hear of your most unexpected reunion with Ambrosia. Or should I say Whiteheart? No, it's fucking Ambrosia. You told me once how your Chocobo sacrificed herself to protect you that night at Phoenix Gate. And here, so many years later, we find you a liar. Why would you lie to me, Clive? Have you lied before? What else are you lying about? We find she spent her life doing the exact same thing, defending others. Some things never change, do they, Clive? Do they change, Clive? Love, Mum. No, not Mum. Shit, she found me. Yeah! So what's this new shit?
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
That room's as ragged as...
You've got new things, Vivian.
Ah, my favorite pupil.
What
is it that you wish to learn?
Realm.
I have the details here.
Ambrosia.
Here you are.
Oh, it is all day.
Very good.
Yeah, well, that's all it is. We don't need to worry about you anymore. So what have you got going on, Nectar? Clive, there you are, Kupo. I've been looking all over for you. Fucking
What's the matter, Nectar?
The matter is this, Kupo.
The hunt board. It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
From the side, does any question? Of course not, Kupo. I knew that already. That's why I need your help. As I need not remind you, Kupo, I am the mightiest of all the Moogles. No fiend of the forest nor ghoul of the green sword can measure up to something, so I need you to slay them all, Kupo. How do you think anyone can read that? It's
right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I
must
can.
have all the time in the fucking world.
Or at least I can try.
Oh, thank you, Kupo. It's so good to find someone who understands me, Kupo. I'll stay here then, and keep an eye on all the billets that get posted on the board. So if there's anything you need to know, Kupo, I'm your Moogle. Ask about hunts. The Cursebreakers don't just tack up any old rumours to this board, you know. They take great pains to verify every little detail, Kupo. So don't you go letting all of their hard work go to waste, Kupo. Don't you let me, I mean them, down. And tick them off. It's precisely what you need to see, what you see before you, Kupo. The Cursebreakers note down the detail of any particularly dangerous monsters they hear about or encounter in the course of their duties, Kupo. Post the billet here, Kupo, so that any stout soul who wishes to do the realm a service might set out to slaughter an ungodly horror or two, which is where you come in, Kupo. As for me, I have the most important duty of all, painting a big red cross over each and every one you cut down, Kupo, so that everyone can sleep at night knowing the realm is a safer place. Ask about Nectar's adventures. Did I ever tell you about the time I visited the great continent, Kupo?
I don't think so.
Of course I didn't, because I've never been, Kupo. Look at these wings. Do you look like the sort that might carry a Moogle across countless leagues of open sea? They call me Nectar the Bold, not Nectar the Stupid, Kupo. Did you see that all the billets are marked with the location, Kupo? That's where the horrible horror in question was seen. You can't be expected to memorize every last place name in the whole wide realm. You're only human, Kupo. So if the place name doesn't tingle your pom-pom, Kupo, try reading the witness's statement. Sometimes there are other details in them that might help you track the nasties down and finish them off. So you do actually have to hunt. What? Did you see that the Cursebreakers give every billet a rank of riskiness, Kupo? From this thing could kill you with a single swipe to a 7-nation army couldn't scratch this thing's skin. I'm sure you'll be fine, Kupo. Well, I'm not sure, but that's one risk I'm willing to take. That's everything. Let's view the hunt board, Kupo. The hunt board. Reports of fiends terrorizing the countryside are posted to the hunt board in hopes that fearless heroes, such as Clive, will take it upon themselves to hunt down and slay the notorious marks. Yeah, we'll read the ones we've done. Got another C, the Angel of Death, Clairview Sambrec. A trader coming by the way of Cair Northern met with a troop of Cursebreakers travelling in the opposite direction and warned them of a wicked winged harpy on the road ahead, its eyes wild and flickering. Though the Cursebreakers saw nothing untoward on their own journey through their pass, the sound of cackling laughter from the trees ensured that they kept up a brisk pace. Clairview in Sambrec and the Broken Hills in Rosaria. That's a B. Should we do the Angel of Death? Clairview Sambrec. That's the place to go for the mission. Maybe I can't go just yet, Nectar. Maybe I can't. Who are you?
Oh, Clive. Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
Bloody pleasure to be
Patron's
here.
Whisper.
Sounds like a brothel.
Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friends' donations?
Oh, no. That's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, In addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation, the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
Let me ask about you, Desiree.
Business is busy.
On top of my regular duties here at the Whisper, also has piled countless other tasks, from transcribing and sorting Stolas reports to penning needful missives. Not that I am complaining, mind. I enjoy writing. I have ever since I learned my letters from Jara back in the old hideaway. I won't claim to have been his best student, though. That honour goes to Shirley.
Still.
I would like to think Jara would be proud of me too, were he with us today.
Words are immortal.
They live on in others. And if the words that are your own, so too will you. Do you know who told me that? It was Jara in our last lesson before Titan came. It stayed with me ever since his passing and inspired me to become what I am today. This. I imagine we survivors all have a story like that. Someone who remains with us even though they're gone. Bloody ghosts.
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Completing side quests will earn Clive renown. There we go. Inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree at the Patron's Whisper in the Hideaway's Mess to view current renown level and accept any donations available. Ooh. Very good. Right, but does this eat into my renown if I buy something? Do you know what I mean? A bit nervous.
All done?
Let's go out. Let's save. Let's try.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Well, our order is one built on pride, but that does not mean we are too proud to give thanks for its due. Talk of the tea house.
All yours.
No.
You earned this.
No, just keeps adding up.
Best of luck out
Brilliant.
there, Sid.
Cheers, love. Good.
Clive.
We haven't got a dot. Let me ask about you, girls.
Oh, same old.
In it, Otto's got me reading through the reports coming in from our allies, picking out what problems need dealing with now and what can be saved for later. It was still early days back in the old place, so I could just about handle the job myself. State of the world now, though, I need Dee's help to sift through it all. And that's just the sifting. Actually solving any of these problems is a whole other headache. The curse breakers take the urgent stuff, but we're still stuck waiting for volunteers to handle the rest.
So,
If you ever find yourself at a loose end, well, you know where to find me.
Oh.
So much has happened since that night. Feels like a lifetime ago. But we'll never forget those who didn't make it. Kenneth, Martel. They're still with us in our hearts. Didn't realise Kenneth was dead. Listen.
And Sid?
When I found out he was gone, I thought that was it for us.
He's still with us too.
With us and in you. You took his name and you gave us hope when we had none. So I suppose what I'm trying to say is, don't be a stranger, eh? Hideaway ain't nothing without its Sid.
Quick look.
Recording's gone again. Okay. Just didn't realise. Well, the stream, sorry, my Wi-Fi is gone. I think we're back. But it's streaming, it's just stuttering. Getting back up to speed. Twitch has detected my presence. Dropped a few frames over the network. Just going to let it all ramp back up. My internet does not want me to stream today, but I will not be silenced. Not by you, Virgin Media. Not by you. Okay, everything seems to have stabilised. Yep, no tasks then.
Doesn't sound like it.
What a mess. Okie dokie. What am I doing? Go. Okay, so I can't start a hunt just yet. I need to go to Hawkscrow Cliff. From these heathered highlands, one might catch a glimpse of Rosaria Castle and everything else in between. We go.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I
You
needed
can
his
only have
eyes
3 party
and
members,
nose
even though
in
it's not
Dalmatia.
really truly a party membership
No
type of
matter
system.
could take us unawares.
So we had to.
Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
His nose.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
Well, I'm only here to sell you back into slavery.
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will
This
face
is a
it together,
dictatorship, not a friendship.
To the end.
Let me guess, you've got demons in your past too, Torgal.
Come on.
The 18-year-old hound. Bloodlines.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
Oh, I'd pretty much bet on it. Oh, look at that. It's new things at the shop. We've got to go there now. Listen. No, we don't.
Likely.
Well, straight on.
Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde.
Oh, my damn
We visit as
Roger.
many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
To kill a bee, but I shall flee. On Ambrosia's back at me, running away with Torgal and Jill. Damn it. It's going so well. La 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 la. Bye.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
18 years old,
Quiet,
no
you.
one to remember.
Nothing, we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her.
And that's
that
you?
she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn.
Oh, she's definitely like pumping out babies from the Emperor thing, and that's going to rebirth the Phoenix. But Phoenix ain't dead, bitch.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then you must be feared for something else.
Dex. I knew it.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
You big flirt.
I ain't got much, but what's mine is yours. For a price.
Cobalt tassels. And art terrors. Ooh, don't need that anymore.
I'll find it a good home.
I bet you will, Marshal. I bet you fucking will.
Keep to the roads now.
You'll tell me what to do. You there, youth.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There've been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen.
Trouble?
They even say a Black Shield was murdered.
Where?
The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the
You
culprits.
dirty little rat. Just willing to give it all up,
Be
are
dull
you?
as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire.
No,
with their
I'm into
100
that.
full
Not in this context.
100? I heard it were 1,000.
Speak with several of the villagers. One of two.
We're going hunting for outlaws. How do you like that, boy? 2 more left to join the garrison this very morning.
Poor outlaws. I'd hate to be one of... Oh, shit. You there, youth.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you?
Yes.
At least I think they was Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Well, you haven't,
Was this the
haven't you?
first time they visited the village?
Well, what do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harbouring firebrands.
I don't know what that means.
If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
Yes.
I don't know.
How'd you get it?
But we need to find out.
With the locals. Still? Just spoke with the locals. I shouldn't have to just keep going this with it. As I assume you just watch me look at the map. Why did I say that? I'm trying to dust it off. I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna clue.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way.
We were directly responsible for what happened in East Pool. Absolutely.
These people live with a knife to their
We're having a
throat.
shit, boy.
In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
He's a bit of a bitch.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well,
no.
Whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosaria would have the courage to stand against the Empire?
Indeed.
A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps it'll be a sack of shit. Come on, lads.
Yeah!
This pass will take us through the mountains.
and directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Well, the massive music was... Oh... Shit, come on!
Ever since the observatory, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystals collapse?
I have an idea. You're going to like it.
Wow. It's over! No, you just pissed me off.
All yours, Torvald!
Oh, did that hurt? What a shame.
Now, Torvald!
Shiny! You're a good lad. Don't know where Ambrosia got to, but as long as she's okay, I imagine everything will be fine here.
Time to
fight.
No!
Everything is shit! I run around with a chocolate when I can, but it's like, if I do keep skipping fights eventually. Well, I have heard that there's no reason to really grind, is there? And I'll do side quests as and when they come up. Just in case, want to keep my hand in, my HP up. Onwards we go. You there! Do you know the way to Saturday?
Stay down!
That's it. Combo. Oh, there's a box there. Thank you. I may have missed it had you not been perched here. Yummy, yummy. Goblin coin. I love that. Oh, we're dead. It's a castle, or a keep, or a keep castle. It's a bridge. Black shield.
More of my mother's men.
It's hard to know which one of you I want to kill, but you seem a bit of a bitch. So much for being a shield. How? You appear all work. Smell at your nose. Feel that, did you? I'm actually something a legend. Shiny! I just didn't even register these as a I was like, oh yes. Yes, am I bragging? Maybe. But maybe I'm just the cock of Valasthea. Did you ever think of that? Yes.
Blood, Clive.
Blood.
And still wet.
And tasting. What's up, talks?
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel.
I'll flop my cock out without any concern,
We
my
owe
friend.
you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
Oh, everlasting. No, don't.
I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria.
Yes. Ah, God damn it. That's all we've done. Ah, I'm trying to do it.
Kill! All yours, Torgal!
Damn it!
All yours, Torgal!
Oh yeah, we'll move. I keep forgetting about you. Sid sacrifice will not go on in there.
Finished.
I didn't get any renown for that whatsoever. Human.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message.
A weird way to do it, but whatever gets you there.
Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
How much of you hearing them that swift end there, Clive?
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
What? Old Hill has been burned to the ground then. It still looks like it's here. Oh my eyes!
Find something, boy. Death.
Good togs.
Oh, found her.
There they are. Who's that?
This was my mother's doing.
She is absolutely batshit fucking insane, isn't she?
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
He's a callous,
Clive.
awful dick.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it.
That's matricide.
We should go.
Yes.
Yes.
We can't
The
leave
old
them here
hill
like
docks.
this.
Lovely. Riddick's jump. Bloody
We
hell.
won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Can I lower that drawbridge? Create a shortcut, maybe? Maybe not. It'll be interesting. Excuse me. Might be a story-driven thing that then opens it up. You never know. It's a story-driven thing that opens it up. Chocobo, chocobo, how the fuck did you get there?
Fly, Ambrosia. That'll do, girl.
Oh, proper tickled me that, you know. Ambrosia. That'll do it. Oh. It's just so dramatic and sudden. Oh, this is why I like streaming and recording. Because I thought I'd just been lost forever and I'd forget about it.
Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosaria.
I look forward to taking that as a clip to keep forever. Oh, fantastic. Oh, I'm making that a highlight.
Run like the wind.
To be my first proper highlight. On Twitch. Run like the wind.
Back to the stables, girl.
Back to the stables? Fucking hell, like, isn't it that far?
Didn't happen to come by way of Old Hill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
Two completely isolated instances, of which I am not
I did, Mummy.
responsible.
I could hear him shouting from down the road.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
This is their motorized home. Let's talk to someone.
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
Sounds like my... That's how you sound, blackguards, is it? Like, it's all sorts going on. How far will I get to ride, you know?
Let's go.
Oh, that was fantastic in him. The fuck out of me way, you devil grabs.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better. That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
That obelisk. It is an obelisk. Hello.
My children are starving!
Have mercy.
Now we're going to get through this rabble then. I'm more important than you. I'm the protagonist.
You can't ignore us forever!
Lassen, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there
Finally.
than in here!
Oh, good enough for
Fuck off!
Hang it, chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all!
I said, where were you, filth? Back to your sties! I'll cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Right, Ambrosia just directly at them.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble.
From Final Fantasy 9.
The Lazarus.
What?
We'll find our way into the city there.
Okay.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's
you can't
safe?
Find your way in. It's safe.
As long as it is abandoned.
We're also hard as fucking nails, Jill. Stop being a fucking idiot.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
That's very good news, yes. And those 600 yards or so, thank fuck. Yay. Yeah. Easy as that.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Let's go.
Not abandoned then.
Oh, fuck.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Maybe not.
Or not.
Weren't expecting this, were you? And that. Yes, that's right. I'm using the magic powers of the fighting arena for this. And I'm not even sorry.
Stay down! All yours, Torgal!
Fun. Yeah, there was a moment where they all just thought, mistake that.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that.
Oh, you're about
and
to
he's
say
long
another.
dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
It's not. Oh, and they're magically not dead.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
I knew you for 2 days. I've never thought of you since.
We can speak inside.
It's Jill, you know. Like, that's a pretty big deal as well. I'm trying to get you involved. These, I know they're my friends, so we just speak to each other. I'm trying to include you in the conversation. Sorry, Jill. Well, look. We have to
And
do
those
this.
who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant.
18 years.
Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Wait a minute, look at that.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord. But in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool.
Who that?
And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown.
She
As
gave
to
birth
why,
to him.
I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
So Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full
We won't
force
get
for
the
Buick
power of
Bridge.
the Phoenix.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
I was thinking this all the way to the dress. He was like, these don't look like normal bad guys. I was going to say.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If
No
I do
loftier
nothing,
goals than that?
then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
I agree. You should definitely blame yourself. It's the healthiest thing to do.
Yours and ours.
Mine.
We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name.
And Sid's. I'm dead, Clive.
We cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
It's madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
It's for the good to be victuals.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Exactly that. Chatted for like a
Very
paragraph.
well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
You just...
And we at yours.
Wade, you stink of shit, mate, and we're in the middle of fucking...
Let us do our duty.
Being rebels.
With pleasure, my lord.
Don't fuck shit up, mate. Come on.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's
And
hope
your
Sir Wade
tits.
has a good quartermaster.
What is this? And pinches of magic dash. You trying to keep this from me, Wade?
I suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
Really didn't try to.
We'll show them that the fire in our
Allow me to tend to your needs, my lord.
Allow you to tend to my what? As it rose, despite its rose-like appearance, this delicate sandstone formation found in the deserts of Dhalmekia is no rose, but instead an inexplicable peculiarity of nature, a reminder that humankind will never fully comprehend the world in which we live. It is also said to bring good luck. Used in crafting.
It has been an honor.
Goodbye. Actually, just in case, should we pick up a...
You are welcome to what little we have managed to salvage.
You don't seem sure about that, but... Okay.
Will that be all? I will be here should you need aught else.
Yeah. Wait. I bought
Tell us then,
99
Sir
roses
Wade.
just for you.
What is your plan?
Nothing
Put a
fancy.
clue.
You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge and provoke the main host at their
He
encampment.
didn't even dress by name, just
Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements. who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers
Wait.
hidden throughout the surrounding hills.
Not it.
This will allow us
His
to wage
interests
battle on
lie
the bridge without
firmly
fear of being
in
overwhelmed.
one
While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Sorry, what? Sugaku.
Small
Something
enough.
else. Unrelated
Now that I
to the
have you and
buttocks.
Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
Because as we read in
So
our
wait.
lovely lore dive
The
yesterday,
bearers from Old Hill have been
he
laid
was a
to
bit of
rest.
a impetuous young knight.
Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Ta-da!
Thank you, Sir Wade.
Hello.
Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
I'm going to try and find a natural breaking point after this prioritised quest. Your quest guy will prioritise your quest giver. Party members. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Okay. What are we doing? To battle.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
Always does, mate. I am literally blessed.
How long have you been pursuing
By
the
the
Black
Phoenix.
Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice
what?
to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Stillwind. Run away! I roll the refugees running the other way.
I got me sideways.
Come along now.
It's a difficult position, but it does give some good oomph.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
And so I said, listen here, you little bear a bitch.
What is it now? I told you.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog,
walked into a
could
bar.
guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame!
You gonna say it?
For Rosaria!
No.
For Rosaria!
Clive pronouncing it
Your
ever so
petty
differently.
revolution
To just be like,
ends
listen.
here.
There's
On
one thing
these
about
our
it.
swords we swear.
It's like so weirdly like undivided from each other.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Only for the assumables. Now, it's on you. Like this. Lovely. Oh, I forgot about the
To me, boy!
Come on down.
More dragons.
Fuck that.
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Lovely.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Cleanse me, bitch. I'd like to see you try. Oh,
I've heard talk of it.
Oh, really fucking nice. Look better, Clive. Oh, you're not paying attention. Night of the Lasting Dark. What happened to the Dying Samurai? Come on down. Let's just get into it, shall we? I'll take some help back if you don't mind. Yeah, that'll do. Oh. Forgot how long that makes cool now.
So wait! There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
We finish him.
Come on down, boy. Done it again. Already. What's the matter, boy? You're getting too cocky. Run right for the pit of the cocky. Oh, that one's fast. Me, Take this. Lovely. He took it. Imperial Link. Oh, we've got one of them. Dragon Talon. Got one of them as well.
I don't see any more.
That's weird.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We
was the
sent
plan?
every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord.
I mean,
Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
that's the way to stop the Cullings.
So I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
What a shame.
And then it will all begin again.
I can't wait. It's much fun.
I often
Guess we
wonder
lose
if
a
the
few
nation
people.
we once knew is gone for good.
Yes.
Her fields rot.
Yes.
Her people starve.
Sounds like it's going to me,
battled
Wade.
to preserve the flame that was, but for every
Yes,
foe we
mm.
fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So Wade,
I'm literally going to destroy them with
Think
the
we should
crystals
fall
and the
back to
entire
Port
world's
Isolde
just
before
going
the
to
garrison
be...
sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
I mean, I wouldn't stress. Weste complete. Doesn't matter if you're black or white.
What a lovely day.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
18
Since the
years.
beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And
Just a tad.
appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the
they're not
gallows,
just like, he's
where
probably
he would be
open.
of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant.
Well, if it's a triple bluff, it's
Don't be
betraying us all.
surprised if he
I'll kill
refuses
him.
you an audience. Especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter.
There's a picture
It's
of a
the
penis.
mark of the Guardians.
Oh.
Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your
Well
loyalties lie.
Show me your burn blade, are you?
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless
Yes, you
deserve
do.
it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Yes, but I set fire to them when I turned into the icon.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
On he goes. Isolde, Imperial Province of Rosaria. Field Manor. How on... Like, that was just... Okay.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say
I fought a
we are?
kitten like that.
Not a chance.
How big's his uncle?
All right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Fuck. I get what he's doing because it's something he would have done as a kid.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, Must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddu in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary.
Yeah, we get that. You don't need this exposition.
Let me
Like,
place a crandle.
trust your audience. Didn't need that.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach.
You own
on,
this.
Sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
Oh, definitely use a good plate. Fantastic.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low.
I get it.
Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
Because the new child does not have the phoenix.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told
He
us.
recognizes his voice, but I'm
You
not
have
doing
risked
shit.
much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive.
18.
The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother.
Yes, I was thinking the same.
If it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have.
It'd be
I have a galley in
massive.
port, but recently
Said
relieved of her
Clive is
cargo.
here on the
She can be
train.
outfitted for the voyage in a
Needs to
matter
be
of
a
weeks.
Bit more under the
So you
radar,
believe
Uncle.
us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim.
I believe every word of it.
Until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
Literally meant to be Sid the Outlaw.
The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy. But now you're quite the outlaw.
Yes, the murder of my
Which,
father
if I'm
and
not mistaken, would
believed
make me an outlaw's uncle.
murder of my brother Rosaria and enslavement
Right
to
then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass.
He's so fucking eccentric.
This
I
will
love
be
him.
fun.
Oh, very cleverly done, Square-Enix. It's like it's filling a bit of a Sid-shaped hole, this madman. Don't know for how long we shall see him, and I'm sure he'll get decapitated horribly at the moment of... It is a bit of a big ship, isn't it? But yes, we are crossing a fucking sea.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
That's a woman you're talking
Once
about.
outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Boiling sea.
something on your mind?
Be nice, won't it? Going back home. Yeah.
Monsters.
What are you on about, Jill?
When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice.
Because you're weak and foolish.
Because once they learned that
and
the
scum.
lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand
No
that swung
strings,
the
so
sword,
I'll made down.
but another's.
Remember.
I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything.
Anything?
Anything at all.
You have to do this here, Jill. It's like Sailor Men over there.
Had become
Trying
a
to look
monster.
cool.
Jill.
I'll push you into the boiling sea then. I'll be taking a monster with me across the boiling sea.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand?
No.
I want to choose a different path, a better path.
Thought we were like really happy before having our glass
To
of
live
wine
on
with the
my
lab
own
and shit, but
terms.
you're not.
But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
You've said that, so let's just. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Do you know what I mean?
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
I thought she was going to say, when you do, you come find me. Goodbye, Jill. No, I kind of wanted.
Thank you,
Oh.
Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
You're really dragging this mess of our house to find. Yeah, you did some horrible things to survive and or help others.
Promise me that you won't die with it.
No.
Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Well, the ship's just going to sit there stacked and stuff. Torgal is polite, isn't he? Love him. Port is all day. Few are the days when the air about the city's piers is not alive with the barks of busy stave doors, loading and unloading vessels hailing from all corners of the realm and beyond. Lovely. Yeah, let's head back to the hideaway. Then maybe get a moment's pause. Shall leave it there. Here be monsters. I think we're going to leave
Only
it there.
the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Well, Vivian's educated guess is just going to have to wait, isn't it? Whilst we do this. Well, certainly making some further progress, aren't we? Yeah. So, he's gone back to Rosaria, but now we're facing Jill's past on the way there, so doesn't sound like we'll be confronting Mummy just yet, does it? No children, but never mind. Yeah, but still, I'm obsessed with this. I would play it for hours if I could, but I have to try and live a normal life. And this has been a weird, dramatic, another technical fueled mystery of a stream with a couple of outages of Wi-Fi, but it came back, reconnected, so the stream had a couple of drops, but the recording lives. And this is that which you fine folk have feasted upon if you're seeing this on YouTube now. But please do pop over to Twitch and give me a follow if you'd like to see any of this nonsense take place live and realise, yes, he is just that weird. And shite and unplanned. And that's life, really, isn't it? But if you're watching on YouTube and you enjoyed it, please do leave a like down below. That the big thumb symbol. That works. And if you want to see anything else like this at all with my face on it, you can click the subscribe button, which is of course Latin for I want to see anything else like this at all with your face on it, Cundoo. Even a Cundoo bit, it's amazing what they can fit into one word. And if you want to even know about that as and when it happens, click the bell for notifications as well. But as ever, there is only one thing I can do here right now on Twitch with this stream, and that's to end it with dramatic music. Love you, bye!